What up? It's your boy Jerry Wheeler here, but you already knew that. Welcome, and thank you for turning in to the Jerry Wheeler podcast, aka the Shortcast. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. I got a lot of that's on my mind, as I always got that's on my mind. How come I always cuss in my show, but then I blurt out at the beginning, I got on my mind? I don't know. I guess because it's getting to me. I've been sick all day, man. I've been sick since Tuesday night when I came home from work. And speaking of just coming home, I got something I need to say, and I need to get into it right now. If you want to touch up on anything, you want to get a hold of me, you want to ask questions or be a part of this conversation, because this couldn't be happening without you, email me, mcjerry@gmail.com. Don't forget, you got to spell the word EMCEE, jerry@gmail.com. For now, like I said, I've been sick all day. I've been sick the last couple days, and so I kind of been on edge today. I drove to the store. I took my mom home from Whole Foods. That's right. And I had to make a trip to the store across town for myself, and just driving, and just the longer that I'm up and moving, the crappier that I feel. My back is sore. You know when you get the flu and you start to get like that groggy feeling, you're tired, and then your body starts to ache. You start to get warm first. And then, like, that's how I get. I get warm, but, like, shivery warm. I'm warm, but cold, and then my back starts to hurt. I want to stretch, but it hurts to stretch, but it feels good. And I'm cold, and I'm hot, and I'm achy, and I'm warm. And so, anyways, I was just coming home from a store. I felt like maybe eating some Thai food would help me feel better. I don't know why. Maybe some hot soup. Honestly, it's because I love Thai food. It's my all-time favorite food, if you know me. But also, I'm just tired of driving to the pho place. I'm tired of driving to Pho Hua. If you know pho and you know me, you know Pho Hua is the spot, and especially for late night pho. Nothing around me or anything that's good is opened after 9 o'clock. So, sick as I am, did not feel like driving across town, hella far across town, up on 92nd and South Tacoma Way, and I'm on 35th and Bridgeport. Do the math there, or the mapography, or whatever it is that one would do when mapping routes. No pause, uncomfortable silence, because I'm trying to drink a coconut water. But anyways, I really don't feel like driving all the way up to Pho Hua. That's the best spot up there. And I just don't feel like driving there late at night, and especially being all sick and tired. And so I went up to Whole Foods. I got a Harmless Harvest coconut water. This is pretty legit, and it's a pink one too. No added GMOs, no added additives or synthetic fertilizers or synthetic pesticides, no irradiation. I had one of these last night. I wasn't feeling too hot, and I got a small one, and it made me feel better for a few hours. Up until it made me feel better for a long while. So I figured I'd get a double dose of that today and start taking that down. See what makes me feel good. So there I was, sipping on some coconut water. I came home from the store. Whole Foods is right behind me. If I can walk there in a minute and a half, you imagine I can drive home in 36 seconds. I don't know, probably less than. So I pull up. It's about 9. It's 9:15 right now. So it was just about 9 o'clock, right before 9 o'clock, when I got home. Just now. And I noticed that somebody was parked in my spot. Now, we have assigned parking at my building, at my units, my complex. We have fucking assigned parking. And it's included. It's non-optional. It's included in your rent. Whether you got a car or not, you fucking got to pay an extra $25 for a spot. It's assigned. It's got numbers to it. We all got spots. On top of that, there is a plethora of guest parking. An overabundance of guest parking. And it's been a long time because I made a stink with the manager. But it's been a while since I found somebody in my spot, so it set me off a little bit when I pull up at 9 o'clock at night and I find a fucking car in my spot. Then you know what set me off is I'm going to park in my spot and I notice I can't because there's a car there. Well, I've already decided. I've actually already done this, and this is where my stink with the manager came in. I've already decided that I don't care what fucking time of day it is. I don't care what. If you're in my spot, I'm blocking you in. And that doesn't even need justification. It's something that I pay for. I don't even have the option to not pay for. It's part of your fucking rent. That would just be like me fucking sitting on your porch. What's up, man? What's going on? Just waiting for your ass to get home. Who are you? Oh, I'm just occupying space. Actually, it would be worse than that. So, anyways, I'm just getting off subject because I'm starting to get irritated. It's something that we pay for. So so I'm blocking somebody in. That's where I was at. I'm blocking somebody in if they pull up in my spot. So tonight, I pull up, and I don't even notice that there's a lady actually walking up to the passenger side of the car to get some shit out. And I didn't even notice her. I just noticed the car, and I was like, fuck it, pulled right up behind. Boop! Parked right behind her. She couldn't even back up. Parked right behind her, blocked her in. Turned my car off. I got a bag of groceries. Oh, actually a bag of food because I got some to-go food. And I got my bottle of coconut water and a bottle of just regular water. So I park. I'm not in a hurry. I stop, take my time, turn my car off, pull my keys out, put them in my pocket, grab both of my bottles. Look over at her. I can see her now. She's kind of just looking at me kind of dumbfounded. Like, what is this guy doing? Is he really blocking me in? That's like the look. I could tell that's the look she's got on her face. So I fucking just opened up my car door, grabbed my bag of food, opened up my car door, started walking out, and went to close my door. And this woman, I'm going to refrain from speaking illy upon her because I don't know her. She had the nerve to look me dead in my eyes and ask me with an attitude, "Are you going to move your car?" Bitch! You fucking serious? You know that that's not your spot, and you know that, especially if you live in this building, you know that's not your spot. If you don't live in this building, you know that it's not your friend's spot. So what the fuck are you doing parking in my motherfucking spot and then have the nerve to motherfucking ask me if I'm gonna move my motherfucking car? You dumb So, what did I do? She said as she got all fucking rude with me. So I decided not to get rude back. I got all nice with her. I said, "Oh, well, that's my spot, and somebody's parked in it. So I figure since I can't get in, they're not going to be able to get out. I didn't know that was your car." She looks at me and I said, "Are you going to pull out right now?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Word." Jump back in my car and pull the fuck off. Went to the end of the parking lot, turned back around. I was like, I was already planning it. It took me about a minute, maybe 42 seconds, maybe, to pull down out of the to pull around and come down to the end of the parking lot, pull a U-turn, come back to the end. 45 seconds, maybe. I wasn't timing it, but it wasn't that fucking long at all. And I was already thinking, man, if she's not pulled out of the spot already, I'm fucking blocking her in again. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm going to block her in again. But I pulled up and she was gone. Motherfucker. Let me tell you why I'm so upset, because it kept happening, and it kept happening, and it kept happening with a fucking lady driving a purple minivan. Living down, she lives in a building over. 2 buildings, I don't fucking know. 1 building over. And my parking spot happens to be right outside of her door. She's on the main level like I am. She could just walk through the second level, but it's the main floor. So she can just walk right out her apartment. And right when you walk out her apartment, you hit the end of the walkway. Bam, the first spot. It's my parking spot. It just so happens. Well, you know what? In my building, when I walk out of my fucking door and I hit the fucking end of the walkway, guess what? The first parking spot is somebody else's. It's not mine. And I never park there. I don't ever park there just to fucking for shits and giggles to park there to unload shit. There was one time I had to run in my house. I knew I was going to be inside for 10 seconds, and I parked in somebody's spot. I was going to leave my car running, but I had my house key on my keychain, so I had to turn my car off. I was inside for 10 seconds. Now, if that happens in my spot, I don't care. I couldn't care because I'm not home. I'm gone or whatever I'm doing. You ran in, you parked for 10 seconds, you ran inside your house or your friend's house because you forgot something. That's fine. But don't continually block my fucking spot because you're fucking lazy. Because you're fucking fat and you made bad life decisions. I'm sorry if this offends you, but I'm fucking pissed. You don't have the fucking right to park in my spot to make my life fucking difficult, to make the next 10 seconds of your fucking day easier. It's not the way it fucking works. Guess what? Everybody in this fucking building, the way the complexes are, the way the parking spot is, just about nobody has fucking spots outside of their building. Right out front of their building. It's mismatched. I don't know how. I don't really care. I'm not the proprietor of fucking parking spots in this motherfucker, so I really don't give a shit how it's assigned. But nonetheless, it's assigned. We all have parking spots. And when we all got fucking shit that we gotta unload, guess what? We park and we fucking walk it up to our car. There are other ways. There are a multitude of ways that this lady of mine, this neighbor of mine, could park without blocking my spot. But every fucking time, you're just that much lazy. You gotta save 2 steps. You could park next to the car of mine, not block either cars in, not pull in any other spots. You could just park behind us. And the worst part about it is every single time my spot has been taken by this lady, fucking one car over, it's me. Sometimes the car was open next to me, but fucking 99% of the time that this lady is taking my cars, the 2 spots next to that are fucking empty. So you got a bigger wide spot. You got 2 different spots that you could fucking pull into, but you want to take mine because it's 1 car length away. So that's how fucking lazy you are. You got to save 1 motherfucking car length in this motherfucker. Nobody else does it. I've never had a problem with any one of my other neighbors parking in front of my spot to make their fucking grocery fucking carting easier. So what the fuck? Why the fuck is it my spot? Always. Why is it always my spot? Why do you always pull into it? You can't just kind of park outside of the lot? Next to me on one side is a guy who's usually always there. Next to me, there's no spot on the passenger side. It's a little grass thing. And the car that's always fucking there. Always there. I've seen that car move like once or twice, and it's a new car. We just have different schedules. But the car's always there. So you're telling me you're going to pull into my spot when you could just easily make your life easier by not having to pull into a spot, but you could just park. And you could double park that brand new Volkswagen that's always there. Always there. Every time you've been in my spot, it's there. And then there's the little island, the little grass kind of beauty bark ditch with some bushes and some shrubbery to make the place fucking look nice. So you could double park that car. There's never been a problem ever. And park right there. You have fucking full spots, more than enough room and different spaces to park, but yeah, you want to pull into my spot to save 2 fucking steps? Get fucking real. It happened all the goddamn time. It pissed me off. So I said, hey man, that's when I came up with it. This was months ago too, in the summertime. My neighbor above me moved out. And, no, sorry. The building that I park in front of, their top neighbor moved out, is what I meant to say. The people over one and above me moved out, the next building. And I didn't know that. I didn't fucking know that. But I came home one day, and the lady in the purple van has a friend in a red van that I've seen at her house. Parking. I've seen them getting out of a red van. I've seen them getting in a red van. Okay, so I came home one day, and there was a fucking red van the last time this shit happened. There was a motherfucking red van. Looked just like the purple van. Just like the red van that I seen the purple van driver going in and out of with multitude people. I don't know if they're sisters, but they fucking look alike. They both got the same obese problem, and they both drive the same fucking van. And they're always in my goddamn spot. So that's where my fucking... I don't care that you're fat and obnoxious in your spare time. I don't care. Stop taking my motherfucking spot that I gotta pay for. I'm digressing here. So I came home from work one day. I saw this motherfucking car parked in my spot. So I pulled right in and blocked it. It was the middle of the day. So I already told myself, fuck it. Next time I see somebody in my fucking spot, they're getting blocked in. Boom. Block them in. Go inside my house. I think I had to use the bathroom or smoke some weed or something. I came inside for a couple minutes. I walked back because I had to leave for work. I had to do all this shit, so... I walked that way. That was probably 10, 15 minutes went by. Car's still there. Nobody's came out. Nobody said nothing. So I would go walk down to the manager, and I just have a discussion with the manager. And there's this old ass lady, and I think she was filling out an application, or maybe she lived there already. It just was a new resident. I don't know. But this old ass lady with a dog. And so I came in pretty fucking like, look, this is what's going on. I came in pretty adamant sounding. I don't think I dropped any F-bombs, but I was pretty, what I felt like I was coming on strong. And I told my landlord, I'm like, look, I think I know who it is. There's a car parked in my spot, and I blocked him in right now. I block him in. So I'm getting tired of this shit, and I don't really care whose vehicle it is. I think I know whose vehicle it is. And I told her, I said, hey, I think it's my neighbor. I've seen this van before at their house. They always block me, and I always have issues with these people. And that's why I'm coming to you now, because now it's just past irritating. I've had many issues with these people. So now I'm coming to you. So I'm blocking them in. She's like, okay. And I'm like, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She's like, oh, maybe it's a worker's van. I don't know who it is. So she called that lady, and the lady didn't answer her phone. She was going to ask her to move her car or whatever. So I said, hey, you know what? And that's when I was leaving. And I said, you know what? There is a plethora of parking spots out there. I should never, ever see anybody in my spot. She said, I agree. Then I apologized to my landlord. I said, sorry if I came off a little aggressive. She's like, no, you didn't at all. So then I walked back up home. Walked back up to my house. I start getting ready for work. About another 20 minutes goes by, about 5:10. All of a sudden, my landlord calls me. I answer my phone. I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, hey, Jerry. Yeah, can you move your car? That was actually one of the maintenance guy's vans. He's working on, the people moved out above at the top of that building. So yeah, he's just working on that. So, could you move the car? I was like, yep, no problem. I've never had any problems since. But oh man, today, I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it. I was a little upset about that situation. And then I was like, when I jumped out of my car tonight, and the lady said, are you going to move your car? And I just pointed right at it, and I said, well, that's my spot, and I don't know whose car it is, but since I can't get in, I guess they can't get out. And she's like, oh, well, that's my car. I was just unloading my friend's groceries. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you were doing in my goddamn spot. You better move the fuck over. You better fucking do something and stop pulling in my motherfucking spot. Because I'm blocking you in every time. There's a message to the world. If you're in my spot, I'm blocking you in. Give a fuck if I pull up on the Pope Mobile. You're getting blocked the fuck in this motherfucker, Pope. Now that I'm venting a little bit, I just wanted to talk for a minute. It's been 17 and a half. Exactly. With that said, I've been sick since Tuesday night. Tuesday night is my Friday. I got off of work. I hit Metropolitan Market. Thank you, Cheryl, for hipping me to that. I mean, I knew about it. I just kind of forgot. I haven't been there in a while. So she was like, oh, go check it out. So I went there, got some good food, good eats, got a good beer, came home, ate some food. But right when I was like shopping at Whole Foods, started getting coffee and shit. Coffee, as in like I got coffee. My chest I started fucking coughing shit up. By the time I woke up Wednesday, dude, my chest is sore. It feels like I got punched in my chest, but I didn't. It feels like I got punched in my chest, and it's scratchy, and it hurts. My throat hurts when I cough. When I cough, I got that little croupy, you got that shit in your chest you can't get out. And then, which led, I started feeling better Wednesday night, but then I woke up today, and I feel like poop all day, like I've been saying. And this is where I'm going with this, is that I've been complaining basically for 18 minutes now, 18 and a half. And then my parking spot, and I was just kind of irritated driving around and trying to hit the store, and I just felt like things were not, just kind of a stressful day. I'm low on energy, and I'm sick and whatnot, but there are actually a lot of other shits going on today. It is September 24th, 2015, and if you're aware today, this morning about 11 a.m., on the Aurora Bridge in Seattle, a duck boat, the famous duck rides, a duck boat, the cars, they're car boats, they're amphibious vehicles. It was crossing the Aurora Bridge, and it got into a car wreck, and it crashed into a bus full of students, full of college students, coming the opposite way. And it basically lost control, spun to the left, and T-boned the bus coming the opposite direction. And a lot of people passed, and even more people were injured today, and it's still a mess, and it's still going on. And so although I wake up, feeling the way I'm feeling, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I've been thinking a lot lately. I mean, this sounds stupid, but I hope it doesn't sound selfish. We hired recently a dishwasher who was hearing impaired, and he's hard to communicate with, and I bitch about it sometimes. Anyways, I won't even go to that. That made me sound terrible. It's hard when you can't communicate with a guy, and you just can't communicate with him, and it takes forever. And I see everybody trying to hold conversations with him, and only few people can. Few people who are better than I am, who have the patience. I'm just busy at work, and I don't feel like restaurants are the place to fuck around at. If you can't do your job, if you're not capable of doing your job, regardless if you can talk or not, and that's where my issue comes in. It's not that this guy is hearing impaired, it's that he fucking sucks at his job. I'm sorry. But just because you're deaf doesn't mean you're fucking an idiot and you're an imbecile and you can't wash dishes. Pretty sure this guy is just playing the role. I mean, I'm not saying he's faking deaf. I'm just saying he doesn't do his fucking job. Everybody finds dirty dishes all night long. Everybody finds dirty dishes. But nobody can tell him fucking clean up, or people do, and it's just he doesn't fucking care. You can't answer to him. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I know he fucking sucks at his job. But I was feeling bad because I was bitching about it. And I just, back there at work, I was standing, by him in the same vicinity. And I just started feeling bad, just for like not trying to be mean. I started feeling bad because I was bitching to somebody about him. And I'm like, well, okay, it's justifiable because I'm bitching about his job, not that he can't talk. All right? I'm not bitching about him because he's deaf. I don't care, just as long as you do your job. Whether you speak English or at all, whether you can talk or not. I don't care what language. If you suck at your job, you suck at your job. So this is all going in my mind, and I was thinking I was just like, man, I'm thankful. There's a lot of shit going on, but I'm thankful that I can hear. I think my hearing is going out, all them loud concerts and shit. I messed my ears up. Probably not the best choices I've made, but God, I'm very, very thankful just to at least, to wake up every day and to be able to hear the little bit that I can, and be able to be sick and complain about it, and be able to be misfortunate and be hungry and broke and poor, because it's been like that at times. Some of you feel that, some of you know that. I'm thankful every day, just for small things. And then I wake up today and hear this news about this crash, and they keep playing it on the news, man. And I know that, it's news, so you want to talk about it. How the fuck would I have heard about it if they weren't talking about it on the news? But damn, man, they keep playing this same clip on the news. 97.3 Cairo Radio, the top of the hour, and the 9:30. They do 9:30. It's 9:30 right now. They just did one. It's 9:35. Every half an hour they do a news break. They do it at the top of the hour. They do it at the half of the hour. They do news breaks, and all day long since this has happened, they keep playing the same victims tape. The same. Pardon me. I don't know if victim was the right word. A person who was involved, somebody who was injured. And they're apparently interviewing him from his hospital bed. And it just keeps talking about he was there, the things that he did, and the sights that he saw. And it's just fucking terrible. I'm not even going to repeat it. It's 9:36. So if you want to hear what I'm talking about, turn into Cairo 97.3 at 10 o'clock, and you can hear it. And it's just this message. It's just that this guy, it's sad as fuck. And they keep playing it, and they keep playing it, and they keep playing it, and they keep playing it. Why don't you have a guy in a radio touch up on his show? But you got to keep fucking playing that scene. You can talk about it, but you don't have to keep playing that, Cairo. It's fucking hard to listen to. Damn, it's hard to listen to. It's upsetting, man. I'm not crying right now. I'm not feeling, I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. So if you're just tuning in, whatever the case is, or you fast forwarded to this point, it hurts. I hurt. My body hurts. I got the flu, or I'm sick or something. So that's why I'm sniffling. But Also, that's why I'm trying not to listen to the radio and don't like them playing that same clip every fucking time, twice an hour, because it's sad. I don't feel like crying right now. I'm already sick. I just tried to pause and that didn't even work, so that's what that awkward noise was. Click, click. You can hear the click, 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 click. That's me clicking the other button. So, anyways, if you know, times are hard. They're hard for us all, but we all got shit to be thankful for. So, if you could, in your spare time, right now, as soon as this is over, as soon as you get off the toilet, as soon as you stop smoking that bong, whatever it is that you're doing, put your beard down. Please, please, please take a second of your day to be thankful for where you're at right now. Give thanks. And also, say a little prayer or send some positive energy, whatever it is. If you don't have to be religious. You don't have to be a church goer, a faith believer, a Bible thumper. Whatever it is, whatever negative connotation that you want to put towards somebody praying, say a little prayer and send some positive energy for the people. Say a prayer for these people and send energy that way of everybody who was affected by today's tragedy. I'm having a hard time speaking because it's kind of upsetting, man. And also because I'm sick. I'm just kind of in the, I'm not writing them. I'm slow in the brain right now. I saw an old coworker tonight at Whole Foods with my mom, and I saw him, and my mom was paying, so she came up and met me as I was talking to my friend, and we're just talking, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Jerry's mom." Oh, my bad. I was like, my bad. I'm sick. I'm not even thinking right. So take a second, send a prayer, say a prayer, or take a second to at least think about and send some positive energy to the people who were involved in the accident today, for the people who's passed, for all their families involved, for all the witnesses, because like I said, hearing about it is tough. I can't imagine seeing what these people witnessed today. And there was hundreds of people there. I mean hundreds of witnesses. And just please, man, seriously, send some positive energy, say a prayer, think about those people, everybody that's infected, not just 12 people passed, however many people passed, all the people that are injured and all the family members that's going to affect. People who are in town, the college students who are on the bus, who knows what they were doing. I don't know. Just send some positive energy, a prayer, something. Donate some blood. Go to 97.3 mynorthwest.com, as I think, mynorthwest.com. Cairo Radio. Type that in, Google it. It's Blood Works. They got a place to donate blood and do everything. If you can, whatever you can do, whether it's blood or positive energy, or I'm sure there's going to be donation sites going up and things like that. Be aware, be smart. Log into mynorthwest.com, 97.3 Radio. They're going to give you all the real information. All right, don't just start clicking on shit that you see on the internet and, oh, that looks like a good spot to donate to. Remember after Katrina happened? And in New Orleans, and you would see all those bins, like everywhere had a jar set up. And it was like, donate to the fund. And after a while, I started saying, I was like, man, that's some bullshit. Every place you go has some shit. How much money is not going to that? And then after the fact, how many people got in trouble? How many episodes, how many stories were there in the news about people faking the funk and not giving that money to Katrina? So be careful. Even when you're trying to do a good thing, be careful. Because it's always the guy when you're walking down the street that asks you for a cigarette or some change when it's dark outside, and you go, oh yeah, man, I got something. You go nice, and you're nice enough to go out of your way to hand him something, and while you're busy, distracted, reaching in for your cigarette, BAM! He gonna punch you in your fucking face and rob your motherfucking ass. Take all your cigarettes, take all your motherfucking money, and your goddamn car keys and house keys, and your ID, and your phone, whatever the fuck else you got in your pocket. Your shoes, if they're nice. So be careful. Being nice, being good, is always a good thing. It's always a nice thing, but be careful about how you do it. Don't get suckered. Don't become a victim when trying to help victims. That's all I'm saying. Until then, man, I got more to say, but it's just killing me. I need to medicate. I need to eat. I need some comedy, some laughter to help me feel better. Look into that. You can heal yourself with laughter. Fact check it. It's the truth. mcjerry@gmail.com. emceejerry@gmail.com. YouTube, Jerry Wheeler. Facebook, Jerry Wheeler. Type it in. You can find me. I don't even know what my Facebook page is. But yeah, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, do everything that one does with those things. Until then, peace and love, y'all. Keep spreading it. Keep spreading it. Send that positive energy. You gotta feel it, man. Peace and love. You guys stay real. I'm out this motherfucker.